We've got bedtime routines happening,
All of the above.
all the above.
All right, so I am so excited that we're all on. Kaye Sowder here, of course. I'm joined by Laura Balzer tonight, Triple Diamond,
Hi, everybody.
and her amazing dog,
The dog that has many lives, apparently.
Many Lives, who we thought we just lost in the neighborhood. So that was an adventure right before the Zoom.
God.
Scott's like, go get the Zoom. I got the dog, do the thing. I thought.
Scott's saying, get the dog, get the dog, get the dog.
So, this is like the perfect precursor to our amazing.
It is. Life.
Just how real life we all are, and how much we want this business to just be everything and all of our success in our lives. And I'm just so excited that we've all come together tonight. It seems like Mark and Mom and Mike are getting ready to make some amazing announcements on the 10 o'clock call. So I hope we all jump on that tonight. I'm really, really excited about that. I was with her tonight and she's stoked. So it's just going to be a big month. I really feel like it's going to be a huge month for, of course I know the company, but our team as well. So I want you to know that we wanted to come together tonight to answer some of your questions. We asked some on the team page, and we really want to give you what you need. But Laura and I want to pour into you too, and just kind of let you know how big this time of year is. We're in our 12th month of the year. So this is round 12, as Mark calls it, and we're going into 2017. And I don't think that anybody can deny that this year has just been interesting. It's been different. It's been, this company has gone through a cleansing. We've gone through a detox on our own team. We're coming through into a new year with a kind of like a fresh start. And, I've had a couple of different, leadership perspectives. And I've got to say that, our company has really grown this year. And in light of all the crazy things that have happened to our economy, and with a new president coming into office, that this election year has been nothing but interesting for other companies. And It Works has seen growth, and we're going to continue to see growth. And so I want you all to be proud of yourselves for digging in and getting things done this year in the way that you do best, and just for plowing through and saying, I am a winner, I am successful, and just for going for it, because how you end this year is how you start 2017. And I hope that you all are prepared for a massive year, because I remember some of you have heard me say this, and a lot of you haven't heard me say this, but it was 2008 and I hadn't joined It Works yet. I was 20 years old, I think. Would that be right? And this was right before, and I was 21. I was turned 21 that year, because I was living in Italy, and I was doing my second semester junior year of college, and I was living in Florence. And this is when Obama was first elected into office. And we had a really interesting year that year, whereas right after that, as that year closed in 2009, It Works catapulted. I mean, we went through the roof. The economy crashed, but It Works went like this. And it was right during an election year. And I remember when studying as a college student, because I studied consumer behavior, I studied buyer behavior. And I remember studying that consumers during the election year kind of halt on spending. They become very distracted by what's going on in the media. Of course, we didn't have Facebook back then like we do today. So now they're adding a whole nother level. And the fact is that we just experienced the same kind of thing in a way. And now we're coming out of that, and can all expect to see a huge headway in our businesses. So I want us to get prepared for consumers to really be ready to rev up and spend more than they did at all in 2016, expecting big things in 2017. And another thing is, I want you all to be prepared for what It Works is preparing for. Mark hinted at something new coming in the product line on our top 75 call the other day. He is prepared big time for what's to come at conference in February. And so they're gearing up for what they know is going to be a massive year as well. So for those of you that have made the decision to go all in and decide that your business is worth it, I want you to pat yourselves on the back, because what we have just experienced this year and what we know we're running into, you should be ready to run with this company. And there's some of you on this Zoom that I just see right now, you've got your eyes on the prize, and I'm really proud of you for that. And I hope that you guys are ready for a massive 2017. And Laura and I are going to kind of pour into you tonight and prepare for you to what to do for that. But Laura, we couldn't be more excited.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's funny. Kaye and I spent some time together. You might have noticed that we were out blitzing together and had an absolute blast. And it really took us back to a place of the basics, which I think we've been talking about for the last couple months. And you guys are fired up. And I think one of the ways that you're going to get to all your goals in this business is to get back to the basics a little bit and grab some of your team members and get out there and do some blitzing and do some partying. Social media is great. I love it. I'm having a blast with it. I do get some things off of it, but I'll tell you, there's nothing better than getting with a group of team members and going out and having some fun and making some connections and meeting new people. I mean, you will be so surprised at the people that will walk into your life. And it got us really thinking that we don't only want to do that out in the field. We want to take time and get this team, Kaye's team, and pull all the little subsidiaries together so you guys have a large group of people to ask questions to, lean on, get support from. And, you know, Kaye, you and I sat down and planned some really great things together that we're going to start this week. So I don't know if you want to talk about some of that now, or we want to answer some of their questions that they've asked of us. I'm excited just to get started. And I think the biggest thing that I'm excited about is this live rap party that you and I talked about.
Guys, Tuesday night, Laura and I are going to prepare. We wanted to come in and talk to you about it first, but we're going to do a Facebook event for this team, and we're going to go live Tuesday night together, side by side. We're actually going to meet at her place here in Sarasota, and we're going to go live, do the party pad, actually like we were sitting in front of a room with all of your potentials. And so we're going to make an event. It's going to be a public event. And at 9 o'clock that we say? Tuesday
Yep.
night, we're going PM Eastern time. We're going to go live and go through the party pad and the products. And we're really, really excited about that. So I really want you and your teams focused on adding your guests to that so that we can sell the business opportunity and the products to them.
And we're going to do some giveaways. And, you know, guys, one reason we wanted to meet with you tonight and let you know about that one of those things is that all week leading up to Tuesday, tonight, tomorrow, all day Tuesday, anyone that you come in contact with, make sure that you're writing it down and inviting them, because we're not going to make an event. We're just going to go live. So it's going to be
We're making an event.
We are making an event.
It's public.
We're making an event.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to make an event, but make sure you're adding them to the event and they're coming on the minute we go, because we're going to be giving giveaways. We're going to have them sharing and commenting so we can grow our audience. And Kaye and I are going to do some testing. We want to see some different things that will start bringing people to all of our pages and making all of our businesses start to grow expeditiously. So, I mean, Kaye, we're thinking wraps, facials, greens.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing demos live. We're even going to wrap live. So we're really excited about this. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, guys, I'm really, really excited. And, you know, we realize that these live videos are so key. But they're key for another reason. They're key because we're live in front of an audience and we're not back behind a screen that's pre-recorded. And we love that too, but we want to try this on Tuesday night because we realize how important that is. So I hope that you all are geared up for that. This event will be public. So all of your guests and your teams know this, that they will be invited to come back to visit you or whoever invited them.
Exactly.
Party.
Exactly.
That is, but the thing is, it's going to catch, and I want you all to notice something. Pay attention when you go live. Pay attention to who's actually watching, because whenever I go live, I go, oh, I didn't even know they're watching.
Yeah.
And so pay attention to who's going live and who in that audience is your audience. And that those are people that you want to be following up with. Hey, I saw you on our live video. That is so awesome. I'm so glad you were able to join us. So that's important too, that it'll show you who of your friends is live with you. So that's why we're saying that. It's going to tell you who's live with you. So we're going Tuesday. Laura, so let's answer some of these questions.
Let's do.
When you meet with a potential DT for a one-on-one, do you wrap them for free if they join your team, or do you get the wrap cash?
I love this question.
Always get the wrap cash. And here's why. I'm showing them that they can make wrap cash. I'm not going to show them that they have to give away product for free, because the thing is, most people come to this business needing the money so bad. Like, how many people have I been talking to lately that are so strapped for money that the $99 to join is such a big deal that if I'm giving away free product, and advice on how you get a DT. So I see the chat coming in, Cole. If I'm giving away free product, what is that showing them? That's showing them that they have to give away free product. So I never do that. I never wrap for free. Now, I'll retract that statement. Now, who might I wrap for free? Maybe. And Laura, I know you'll back me up on this. Would be like a salon owner.
Yes.
I may wrap someone in business that's going to let me like come in and set up a table or do a wrap party in their salon or something like that. I may wrap a business owner for free because of credibility. But I wouldn't wrap just anybody for free. Oh, let me wrap you for free. Even if they sign up as a DT, take the wrap cash.
Yeah.
Honor that. Honor your product and honor your business. Laura, do you want to add anything to that?
I think the only thing I want to add to it is, is to remember that our product has value. It has value with any other thing that we do on a daily basis, whether it's go order a sandwich from a sandwich shop or get our hair cut or anything. They don't say to us, hey, I'll cut your hair for free the first time, and if you like it, you'll come back.
Yeah.
They really stand in your power with the fact that it's okay for you to ask them to pay you that $25 wrap cash, because like Kaye said, a lot of them will go, oh my gosh, in their brain, they might not say it, oh my gosh, she just made $25 off of me in 3 minutes. I could do that. I mean, we're talking 3 minutes to wrap somebody in a Starbucks bathroom.
Yeah. So the follow-up to that question then is right on what you're saying. If you say go for wrap cash and sign up, then how do I have that conversation? So my mom taught me this, and you would see her doing this today. She would go, now it's $25 to try it.
I just saw the look on her face.
You can see it. I can hear her saying, oh, it's $25 to try it. And kind of like look at them.
Yeah.
And so what might they do in that moment? There's a couple of, okay, how do you want me to pay you? Or they might go, oh, I don't know. And I'd say, okay, why don't we just sit down together and I'll go through everything I'm going to talk about, and you can decide at the end if you want me to wrap you before we go.
Because I love that.
9 times out of 10, they're going to do one of two things. They're going to either wrap before they go, or they're going to sign up as a distributor. So what would we rather them do? Well, I would rather them sign up. Really, either way is great, but I'd rather them sign up. So I'm just going to step back from it. And I don't want to go through that party pad. I want to show them the money. I want to show them the money and take them to that next level of letting them join, and then see if they'll have that launch party, right? To then get their customers. And that's the process of that. So that's how I'd answer that question.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so when I joined, I didn't try the wrap. I just jumped right in with the $99 kit. So I know it's not a big deal. I just don't want to leave any money on the table. So you don't leave money on the table by asking the question, is all I would say, Tasha, is I would just say, now, before we get started, do you want me to wrap you? Do you want to try the product before we sit down today and talk? And they might say, well, sure. And so if they do, now that's when you say, now it's $25 to try it. And see what they say. Now, if they don't want to do that, then that's where you take it to that next, and you say, well, why don't we just let me go through everything I'm going to go through, and you can decide at the end if you want to wrap before you go.
Yeah.
And
keep telling yourself that it's okay for you to say all of the above that Kay and I just said. I mean, I remember I launched my new girl a couple weeks ago, and everybody arrived and we wrapped everybody, and they hadn't paid yet because everybody was just so excited. So she came up and she whispered in my ear, she goes, how do I get them to pay now? And I just looked at her and I said, just ask. Just ask. Say, if anybody hasn't paid yet, I need to take your $25 while I'm taking your orders. And so it's okay for you to ask for it. Don't feel bad about asking. It's like that auto ship. Don't feel bad about setting that auto ship up because it plays a huge part in your business. So, Kay, I love that. You just have to ask them.
Just ask, y'all. Just ask. Just like today, I was at the mall, and I got my wedding shoes. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, they're hot.
They're hot.
Yeah.
Checking out, and I'd talked to this girl many times before about wrapping, and I said, now when are you going to let me wrap you? She said, I'm just nervous. I don't really understand it. And I said, well, let me explain it to you and how easy it is. Because she had a $4,000 treatment done. And she was so upset with her results. $4,000, y'all, for a slimming treatment. And she said, I just don't want to be disappointed again. Even though it's only $25 versus $4,000, she didn't want to be disappointed. I don't blame her. I said, look, let me just show you. It's $25. You've already spent $4,000. Let me show you how amazing our product is. So she said, well, can I come over? And I said, you can come over this week when you want to come. So we exchanged phone numbers. She's coming over on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Now she's already texted me. I said, now if you text me, I'll give you my address. So I had her text me first. So she texted me. She said, well, what's your address? I'm coming over at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. So, and she's already followed up with that text telling me that she's very excited. So I'm praying that she comes because we'll show her her whole world is going to open up. And she's amazing at sales. She'd be incredible at the business, but she's got to fall in love with the product. So all I did was said, now when are you going to let me wrap you? I didn't even say anything about cost. She just asked, well, how much is it? So y'all just have to ask people. And Laura, just the other day, you sold a box of wraps at a local restaurant around here, $100. I mean, we're just in the car together. She goes, oh, I found my wrap cash. And there was a whole extra pile, $50 sitting in the side pocket.
That was exciting.
Excited. So how did that all unfold?
Well, the ladies and I are texting back and forth, and honestly, neither one of them have used their wrap yet. So I informed them that it would not work in the box, and they just thought that was the funniest thing they've ever heard. But we've stayed in touch, and they're going to wrap. And again, it's just about staying in touch with everybody that you've either sold a wrap to or made contact with. So, we text back and forth. I mean, honestly, I'm building a real relationship with these ladies. I think they're really enjoying keeping up with me and excited about trying the product. So right now that's what we're doing. That's where we are. And, Kay, I have to add something to your comment. You guys, I had to take my dog to the vet the other day, and I didn't have any of my cards with me. I went and I took him really quick, and I was checking out, and I looked at the ladies there, and I said, oh, I cannot believe I did not even bring you guys a coupon for my product. And I had my It Works hat on, and they go, she goes, well, what's this Works? And one of the other girls came across the counter, and she goes, oh, I know all about It Works. She ripped that rubber band out of her hair. She goes, how do you think my hair is growing like this?
Oh my gosh.
She goes, hair, skin, and nails is the bomb. And then the other lady, older woman, she goes, well, do they have anything for this? And I said, oh, do I have something for that? I said, ladies, we need to have a wrap party. They go, I'm all in. And I said, are you still ordering, the other girl, I said, are you still ordering hair, skin, and nails? And she goes, well, ever since I had my baby, I don't have any money. And I said, well, then we really should talk. However, if you'd like to start ordering some hair, skin, and nails again, I'd be happy to help you out. She goes, you know what? Here's my name and number. Will you call me on Monday? Guys, I didn't even have a card on me. So I'm going to scoot by there tomorrow and give them some cards and a product catalog. And we're going to have an office wrap party. We're going to plan it. So you don't even have to have a card on you. Just when you're being nice, just say, I cannot even believe how ridiculous I am. I didn't even bring you guys a card. I am so sorry.
I did the same thing in Nashville. This lady I said, I can't believe I don't have a card on me. I just switched purses. With that, when I have Kennedy, I
I
go
love that one.
one to another, and I switched purses and didn't put my Blitz cards in them.
But what a great conversation starter.
And I said, you know what? We were at Harris Teeter, and long story short, of course, started talking to the lady at checkout, and she said, well, what brought you to Florida? And so we started talking, and I said, I got to give you a coupon. And I said, you know what? I don't have any with me. I said, but I'll text you one. Would that be okay? She said, absolutely, because they don't know any different. So I get her phone number, which of course now I have her phone number. That's like a whole nother level.
It's gold.
And then so I text her a picture of my coupon with my information on it. How easy is that? So I just wanted to share those quick tips.
Yeah, little tips with y'all.
Kind of how to get there. I thought, well, this should help y'all. All right, Letitia, how do you coach your team without sounding offensive? I like the tough love personally because it refocuses me. You must be red. How do you coach your team without being offensive? You know, I think I mean, y'all know me. Some of you do, some of you don't. I apologize if you don't know me, but you do now, I guess. We're on the Zoom together. I'm pretty straightforward. I feel like I'm soft, but I'm also tough because I need that tough love myself. I always said I need a man in my life that is like, put me in my place, and then I get Scott. He'll put me in my place in a minute.
And there you go.
I think we all need that in a way, someone to kind of wake us up a little bit in a wonderful way. So we have to remember we're in business. This isn't a hobby. This isn't some plaything. This is a business. When you all joined It Works Global and you paid $99 to join, you joined a business. It's like owning a franchise. Your doors are open. You've got to work with integrity. You've got to be tough. You've got to put your business hat on and run it like a business. And so is that always easy when we're all volunteer? No. But so how do you work through those moments? I think you work through those moments by, gosh, how do you even answer this question without situation? I think it's like,
I think it's really realizing the purpose why you signed up for that 99. You volunteered because you wanted something different, whether it was for you, and whatever those reasons are, they're fabulous, or your family, and all those reasons are fabulous. And
I think coaching comes from, like someone recently, just a couple of days ago, reached out to me for some help. And I said, okay, well, we're going to get on a Zoom. And we got on a Zoom, me and her upline, and the three of us talked. And I just said, what are you struggling with? What are you struggling with? Because you wouldn't be on the Zoom if you weren't struggling with something. What do you feel like you need help with? And working through that, to me, it's always trying to figure out what's really the issue.
mm-hmm.
Is it fear? Is it lack of confidence in a certain area of your business? Is it that you just need to do more of follow-up? Is it do you just need to make more connections? Are you in a rut? Have you just found yourself to be in a grind and you're not bringing in new leads, and you're just constantly talking to the same 15 people over and over again, and we need to find new? It's like all of you have a different thing. Every single one of you have a different thing that you struggle with, and you all should by now probably know what that is. And it's working through those things. And as a coach, as a mentor, as an upline, I feel like I'm so passionate about helping you work through that, of realizing your worth, and helping you through self-respect and really finding that in your own business. And so I think it's just kind of finding at the root of what the problem is and working through that. And I think that's coaching. Coaching goes two ways.
Yep.
If you're thinking of, let's talk about coaching from a sports perspective. I was a softball player. So I had to show up on the field that day in order to get coached. My coaches weren't calling me and going, where are you, Sowder? You're not at practice today. They practiced anyway. But if I showed up to the field the next day and I hadn't been at practice the day before, guess what I was doing? I was doing 10 extra laps. I had to make up for lost time. And so I learned discipline. And I think that's what this business needs more than anything. It's like, you don't need a pump up phone call. You need to learn some discipline skills.
Yeah.
So
And you know what?
as a coach, and I'll say this real quick, my goal as a coach with you is to practice discipline. How can I work with you? What about your strengths can I pull out of you in order to create a pretty good schedule that develops discipline in your business that leads to success? So for some of you, it's blitzing. For some of you, it's parties. For some of you, it's social media. And so I'm trying to first find out what your strength is. And then I'm just going to coach you on being really good at that and let some of these other things come, especially because you're just climbing the ladder here. You're not going to be good at everything. I'm certainly not good at everything. I'm really bad at paperwork. In fact, I hate it. Like, I loathe it. A spreadsheet is not my friend.
Yeah.
You ask me to sign a contract, or like I'm working on the wedding, and it's like getting paperwork done is like the work. It's like not my thing. It takes discipline in order to get these things done, right? This business is no different. So Laura, what can you add to that?
Well, I mean, I was just going to say it's no different than this Zoom tonight. I mean, for those of you that have shown up, honor that, because I do, and I know Kaye does, because those people that show up for these things are the people that we know as leaders care. I mean, like I said, we have people doing a multitude of things while they're on here, but they're here. And that's what sets you guys apart from the ones that chose not to. Okay, you are the ones that make coaching easy, because it's easy and fun to coach somebody who wants to be there. And, you know, Kaye, sometimes we do see things in people. And, you know, I am a little bit more fly from the hip. Really, I can get real direct. And I never mean it offensive. I mean it. I'm that way because I see something in somebody and they can't see it, but they keep telling me they want this. It's not like they're just sitting over there and I'm knocking on their door. You know, if I hadn't had Kaye and Pam in my life smack me on the back of the head a few hundred times, I wouldn't be Triple Diamond. And so I honor them for that. So if somebody's, you know, chewing on you a little bit and they're your upline, maybe stop and think that instead of that they're driving me crazy, maybe it's because they see something, kind of like we see in our children sometimes, but they can't recognize it. Yeah. And maybe take a little time to be quiet with yourself and figure out what that might be, and then go. I just got chills.
Mm-hmm. You know, Mark will challenge us. Mark really looked at us in the eyes the other day and on our top 75 Zoom. And he's like, I want all of you to private message me. If you want to post it, that's cool. But I want to know your stretch goal for 2017. You know, I really want to know where you're going in this business. I want to know what your next year is going to look like. I want to know how big you're willing to stretch yourself next year. You know, that's how he coaches us. It's like, how big am I willing to go? You know, where am I willing to take my team? And so I would like to pour in the same challenge to each one of you, is I would like you to let us know what your stretch goal for 2017 is. I want to know where you're going. I want you to really think about this. I messaged Mark. I said, Mark, I need to pray about this for a couple of days. I said, I really need to think about this. I said, because it's really big and I've gone through a lot of growth this year. I said, but I got big goals. And I got to really think about where I'm going in 2017. Guys, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. You don't have to just go hoorah. There's nothing wrong with sitting back and going, what am I going to do next year? You know, how big am I willing to go? What rank am I going to promote to? How much money am I going to make? You know, how many new personally enrolled rubies am I going to promote? Or how many new personally enrolled diamonds am I going to pop? You know, be selfish and be goal oriented within your team too. And I really want you to think and pray about what your 2017 goal is, your stretch goal. And you need to let us know. We want to know what your goals are. It's important to us as upline to know what you are focused on. That drives us more than anything. When I know that you're changing your family's financial life, when I know that you're changing your own personal goals in your own life in that way, I'm like, game on. So I wanted to say that. I was going to say that anyway, and I thought, well, that's a perfect time. So with that said, let's go on. How do you handle the person that has been on the fence for years, continuously asking about the business but won't make a move? You know, this is where I just get funny. I mean, I just get humorous. I mean, if y'all saw my private messages and my Instagram messages and my text to people, you would just about hit the floor, because you probably think they're all formal and whatnot. It's like, I see you watching me. You're liking all my pictures. When are you going to join me and make money with me? You know, hey girl, saw you liking my photos today. Like, when are you going to join me? You'd be awesome at this. And after that time has passed and they won't stop watching, but they won't join, is when I'm like, listen. And then I might come in and I'll go, listen, I have one spot today. Do you want it? Because they're watching everything. Sometimes we get there and sometimes we don't. So Laura, I mean.
No, I'm not going to add a thing to that, because you know how I am. I mean, I do the same things. I mean, I'm ridiculous. I just say really crazy things. You know, you just have to sit back and think about, what would somebody say to you that would get you to do something, that would pump you up about getting excited about something. You know, one is, I need a group of 5 to do a skinny wrap challenge. I've got 4. I know you love my wraps. Will you be my 5th? And they're on it. They're like, oh, she needs me and I need this wrap. So they jump on board. So I just think you got to have some fun with it. And yes, the scripts are great, you guys. But don't hang on them too tightly. It's not your life. It's not your oxygen. Play with them a little bit. Have some fun. I mean, the only way you're going to figure out what's working is if you throw some different things out there. No different than us posting on Facebook. You know, you just got to throw some stuff out there and see what, it's like fishing, you know, see what comes back.
On that note, Tish asks, what's the best approach to securing potential LCs? So it's kind of the same thing. Now, what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll say, so it's a potential loyal customer we're talking about. So what this means is this is somebody that they're already a potential. So the conversation about the product's already has taken place. So we've talked about them becoming maybe a hair, skin, and nails product tester or skinny wrap product tester or something like that. So I'll go in and I'll say, this is my favorite thing to do, is I'll say, hey, Laura, I'm placing orders today. Are you still interested in saving 40% and getting the hair, skin, and nails for $33?
Sign me up.
Sign me up. Because if I'm placing orders today, like I kind of operate this like I would do my clothing business. When I was placing like special orders for people, Laura, are you still interested in size whatever in those citizen jeans? I'm placing special orders today. Do you want them? That's no different than this. Laura's going to go yes or no. I'm not going to be offended by yes or no. I'm just going to move on no matter what the answer is. So I'm going to go on to the next customer. And so that's how I ran my clothing business, the same way. So I do this the same way. I find that urgency speaks volume in what we do. So you have to come across in that way. It's like, again, you're running a business, your time is valuable. So, hey, Michelle, I'm placing orders today. I know you had talked about wanting to try our skinny wraps. Are you still interested in saving 40% and trying them for $59? Can I count on your order? Well, it's like, oh, okay. So it's a sense of urgency. Again, you're not going to offend anyone. And if you do, are they really the right person for you to be working with? Because there's nothing offensive about that statement. There's nothing offensive about that question. You guys have to look like, okay, like this conversation I had the other day, she's like, I literally have 1 hour. And I'm like, okay, in that 1 hour, this is what you need to be doing then. That time is so meaningful to you. So you don't have time to sit around and lollygag. You need to get to the point, so I'll give people, even potential distributors, I do the same thing. All right, well, I have 1 o'clock today and 3 o'clock. Which of those times works for you? Well, 3 o'clock. And if they say none, then okay, what time does work for you? Now I want to know they're serious. Well, 7 works. 7 it is. And at 7 we're talking,
Yeah.
So just make it important to you too, that time is valuable. So Laura, would you add anything of potential loyal customers?
The only thing I would add to that is just remember, if the answer was no or not now, or however they responded other than joining to become a loyal customer, please don't scratch them off your list. Okay. Just please do not.
I always ask, when would you like me to follow up?
Yes.
Like I did that the other day. She said she wasn't ready. And I said, well, when would you like me to follow up? She said, after the 8th. I'll be settled in my new house then. After the 8th would be best. Okay, so what do? I can show you. In my calendar, I have her name on the 9th. I don't have it on the 8th. I have it on the 9th. And that's when I'll follow up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you guys I know you probably think, oh God, I've talked to this person 15 times. They probably are just never going to talk to me again. You know what? They're not thinking that. You are, but they might not be. And, the ones that have heard me say this before, they'll smile. And those who have never heard me say this, you'll probably laugh. But honestly, I say to my team all the time, until they become a loyal customer, until they become a distributor, or take a restraining order out on you, they are on your list. Yes, because we're in here for the long haul. We've got years and years and years to expose this product at a sense of urgency speed. So all these people that you're making contact with, trust me, eventually will be in your business as a loyal customer or a distributor. I promise. There's nowhere else to go. That's it. Yes.
So good. Okay, Tori asks, how do you get over your fear of rejection when it came to blitzing? This is kind of what we were talking about in the beginning.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about rejection.
We got some of those the other day, Kay. We got a lot.
We did. We got a lot of rejection. Laura and I went out together.
Yeah.
From probably 11 to 1:30, and then we had lunch.
Yeah.
At that Great Girls. That was cool. We got about 100 cards, and we went to local businesses, little strip mall, little areas with office parks and things like that. So we went in there, just going in, hey, we'd like to give you a coupon for our product. Have you heard of this before? And, there was one lady that looked at it. I'm not interested in that. Laura goes, okay, well, I'm gonna take my card back then.
I did.
No need to waste one, made a joke. And as the other lady hands hers back, and she got nervous. I don't get attached to that, y'all.
Oh God,
I've been
no.
doing this too long. After at 8 years, it's like, do you want ketchup or mustard on your hot dog? Neither. Okay. Not a big deal. No one cares, So, but how do you work through some of those objections? I think is probably where you get nervous. I think if any of you, it's really not whether they say yes or no, is it's more of those objections. Like that lady said, no, I'm just not.
I don't need this.
I don't need this. Or it's like, okay. And I'll say things like, well, everybody wants it, it's like everybody has a spot. I love saying that. Well, everybody has a spot. My spot, and I'll go personal, like my spot's my thighs. I don't know what it is, but it's like, I just get that cellulite in the back of my legs, and it's like I slap a wrap on and it helps with that, and I try to be personal and relative to life and, being a woman and whatnot. We got some other objections, we got some funny people, some that we thought we really maybe don't want to do business with too, you get a little bit of everything. And then some were like, I've heard about this. So this is what I'd tell you. If I were taking you blitzing with me, I would say this, and this is how I prepare anybody that I go with, is we're going to get a lot of stuff today that we're just not interested in. There's going to be some things that just seem exciting. There's going to be some that don't. We're going to meet a lot of different people. But what I will tell you is there's going to be something, thank you. there's going to be, my computer was dying. There's going to be something that comes out of this that is magical. And that's what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get through some of the riffraff. We got to get, thank you, honey. Mm-hmm. We got to get through some of the issues. We got to get through some of the no's and some of the moments where you're like, God, why am I doing this? To get to the person that's like, that's why we came today.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because Laura and I were sitting down having lunch after going blitzing, and we were having lunch at a restaurant that is
in a strip mall.
In a strip mall, but it's also a local restaurant. There's a couple of them. It's like a franchise here in town. So we could have gone to the one way downtown, but we happened to be blitzing on a side of town that neither one of us live on. Okay. So, and we live, as we are, 15, 20 minutes from each other. So here we were way out of the way, and we're sitting down having lunch. And this girl walks by, and I said, Laura has had her back to her. And I saw her, I said, Laura, she's so super cute. We got to give her a card when she comes out. So she came back through. We said, hey, you are so stinking cute. Can we give you a card? And she just whipped around, her head's like, she's like, are you talking to me? And she was so cute, y'all. She was just had this, what I mean by that is she had just this brightness about her. She just seemed so sweet.
She did.
So we handed her a card, and she goes, I've heard about this. So she starts kind of telling us, I'm new in the area. So she's from Jacksonville, moving here from even Tampa, which was like a temporary residence for her to work. She goes, oh man, I need girlfriends.
Yep.
Oh, we must go out for a cocktail. So we connect on Facebook. She so wants to try the product, and we're going out probably next week. I think she said on Facebook.
Next week. Yeah.
And like, we have this group chat going. So
fun.
This could lead to a party. It could lead to potential DT. We're totally not attached. We're just excited to go have fun with this girl because she seems so great.
Or just a new girlfriend. Yeah. Like, don't limit yourself as to why you're out. I mean, it's like when I was at the vet the other day, and that girl whipped her hairband out of her hair. Do you know how amazing I felt being part of the company that has these hair, skin, and nails that she was bragging about? And those are the little teeny moments that you live for that propel you to keep going out doing what you're doing. But you've got to experience a little bit of the adversity to appreciate the love that's really all about this company. So don't be afraid of the rejection, and the word just went right out of my head. Just engulf the happiness and the love of somebody out there that gets so flipping excited that you've walked into the room because you have the It Works symbol on your hat or whatever. Those are the moments that you've got to tuck up underneath your wings that are going to keep you going.
Yeah, this question came up in the chat, and I want to go on this right now because
go.
I've got a coaching moment.
Okay, go.
Not just for you, Jennifer, who asked it, but I think everyone needs to hear this. So I'm not picking on you. That's good. I needed to hear this. She says, how do you deal with a hard sell? Seems like everyone I come across is a hard sell. I usually don't take it personal, but I do wonder where the easy sells are. That's really cute. I love that, and laugh out loud. I totally get that. And I think that what I want to say in response to this, what came to me when I read your question is, I think we get attached to the thought that it's always going to be easy. And we have to remember that this is a business. And so when Laura and I were out blitzing, I said, Laura, how wonderful would it be for us to have a camera on us right now and for people to see, you know, kind of reality in real life of how we're working. You know, like we've decided to take 2 hours out of our day and go with 100 cards and go out and do what most people would consider like extremely uncomfortable and not fun, you know, in a lot of ways, because you do get nervous. I don't care I've been doing this 8 years. Don't think that I'm not nervous walking into a strange business to ask people if we can give them a coupon for our product. You know, there's nothing that's not nerve-wracking about that to some degree. But the thing is that I said to Laura when we were sitting down having lunch, I said, the thing that I want people to realize is you have to do this today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Now, her and I, we do, you know, we have that discipline now. Just like today, if I'm going to be out, you better believe you're going to get a card and I'm going to have a wrap appointment. Like, that's just my boom. That's my objective. And so what I want you guys to realize is it's not just, you just don't pick a Wednesday to go do that. You do that Thursday and Friday and Monday and Tuesday. And you're constantly looking for new ways to showcase your product. Ariel, I see you on here. I'm thinking about you setting up an American Family Fitness. And, you know, I know that because I've done that a number of times in my life over the last 8 years. These are the things that take time out of your day, a couple hours, but how incredible can that be with all that follow-up, those wrap leads, etc. So you guys just you gotta just,
it's where the discipline comes in again. You've got to make yourself do it.
You got to make yourself do it. And so then the sales get easier. Then all of a sudden, see what happens is you start building some momentum. You build momentum, and then all of a sudden your phone's ringing. Like you think you have your that's okay, Candy. I love that, a prayer. I love it. You think you have enough follow-up, but then you start building momentum, and suddenly your list starts expanding, and those people start coming in, and it starts just exploding. And you don't want anything other than that in your business. So you build momentum through discipline. So we have 9 minutes till the call. So
yeah. And you know what? Chase just wrote a little comment. You're right, Chase. Tell yourself that it is an easy sell. Stop saying that it's a hard sale. And you guys, start telling yourselves enough what you want, like you're there. And it's amazing. Your brain won't have time to think about what's not there or what's not happening. So whatever it is that you need or you want, just put that upstairs and in your heart, and stop focusing on, there are no hard sales.
You know,
okay?
I was watching Alyssa Billiou do a video earlier and on her team page, and she was talking about how, you know, every Sunday she sets her intention for the week, her goals. And she, you know, she's doing really well in our company. She's in the top 20, I think. And she said she asked God, you know, she prays for God to put people on her path in her business for that month and that week that really need this. She's like, I pray that I can change 20 lives this month. I bring it on. You know, and she's asking for that. And I think that's what I'm saying when I'm saying, like setting my intentions for the Blitz Day, I know that magic's going to happen. So those no's and those objections don't bother me. It's like they go in one ear and out the other, because if I get attached to that, I don't have openness. My heart's not open for what needs to come in the business. For that yes to be there. I might have gotten frustrated with my objections and stormed off and wanted to go home because people said no, and then would have never gone and sat down at lunch that day and met that one girl. And like, you got to be open. And so you have to just you just have to be light and easy about it, and it just gets easier. You
have to have fun. How many times do we say that? You just have to have fun.
How do you lead your team without holding their hand? I see my girl wanting to succeed and I want to help her, but I don't want to do it for her. You don't. And if it's you don't ever do it for them. You do it with them, you know, and you lead them by leading yourself. You know, I can tell I can tell right now our team is thriving because I'm thriving.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that our team is growing because I'm growing. I can tell, like Laura, I know you can tell that about yours. It's like, when things just start, when you decide what it is that you want, magic happens. And, you know, it's like they follow in your footsteps. So you be the example and they will follow.
The ones that are ready to follow.
That's what I mean. Those that are ready to follow will follow.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like and it's those potentials too are watching. Or haven't even crossed your path yet. But because you're on fire and you're excited about your business, they can feel that. It's like, I remember when Cammie, she was like, do I have, like, she just was catapulted. She had gone through a rut and a funk. And she's like, I'm a millionaire written across my forehead or something? Because people are literally like flocking to me. I mean, I'm out and I'm just like checking out the grocery store, and it's like, I've got like, she just felt this energy about her. And sure enough, she went from like 30 grand a month to beyond, like she's Black Diamond now. So, it's like her business started just kept growing like crazy. And she had gone through a funk and just kind of a moment of just stalling. And it was just this excitement that was all over her. And when you guys feel that, it's like, I tell you, those of you that coaching one-on-one, like when it gets within you, watch out.
Yep.
Watch out.
Wherever you are in the business, whether that's going from distributor to Ruby or Ruby to Emerald, or wherever you are, it's going to catapult you to the next place. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
And then Chase asked, we've got 5 minutes. Chase asked about follow-up and
organizing.
I know he wanted to go over this tonight. So, I think this comes back to, it's Sunday. You guys need to it doesn't have to be 10 minutes, but tonight, post Sunday night call, I want you to really sit down and I want you to look at your week ahead. And I want you to decide what you need this week to accomplish your goal. What is your goal? And if you need to define that first, define it. Mm-hmm. But like, you got to decide what your schedule is going to be, because an hour a day of solid follow-up
is huge.
There are days I'll talk to Laura and we talk every day, but I'll talk to her and she's like, oh my God, I've gotten so much done today. It's 11 o'clock. I followed up with all these people and I've got this wrap appointment this afternoon. And Laura is focused because she gets up, she gets her coffee, she sits down and she does it. Now we're full-time. So for those of you that aren't full-time, you're part-time right now. You've got life, you've got family, you've got of course, businesses. So you have another job. You have to set aside time, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, or an hour solid, at least every single day, that you're going to commit to follow up and to building those relationships.
Yeah. Because
that is really everything in your business right now. And if you don't know what that looks like, then we need to talk. If you really don't know what that means, then we need to have conversation. Because I was reading something recently and they said, it's one thing to consistently be adding, and this just hit home to me and I wanted to share this tonight. It's one thing to consistently be adding new blood to your business, like new potentials to your business. But if you're not nurturing those existing relationships, then what's the point in bringing in what's the point in adding all these new prospects?
Yes.
You have to nurture the existing relationships you have. You already have in my opinion, you already have, and you should, a solid network sitting right in front of you. You've got to nurture those relationships. Like we said, when is the last time you've reached out to someone and asked them to be a product tester? When was the last time you followed up with that potential that you've talked to before? So I say, who's already there? So maybe tonight that's what you look at and you say, okay, for every day, I'm going to follow up with these 25 people. Or every day I'm going to follow up with this group of 50 and this group of 50 and this group of 50. And then this is where the discipline comes in, and you hunker down. You go somewhere quiet. Like I told my cousin one day, I said, go inside your daughter's TP if you have to in her room and sit there with the door closed and get your follow-up done. Because sometimes that's what it takes. It's shutting the door, getting it done. And Laura, I feel like that's the best advice I can give is follow-up just comes from discipline. And I think that's where you're getting at, Chase.
Yeah. Kaye, you said something, and real quick, I'm going to touch on it. I want you guys to realize, and Kaye, I know you'll say something if I miss. I know, 1 minute. when Kay and I say we're full-time, y'all have to put that in real perspective. If you have a 9-to-5 job, your full-time is a little different than what we call full-time. Okay. Because we do have families and things too. So I don't want you to think that, we're sitting down for 12 hours. Yeah, clearly. Hey, she's got my dog. Oh God love that woman. So that we're sitting down for 12 days grinding, because just sitting down and trying to grind out something is not going to produce for your business. If you'll just get focused, whether it's a 10-minute focus here or 30 here, or after the kids go to bed and whatever, figure that out. And if you need help with your schedule, we'll sit down with you and help you plan out when exactly you can be doing things. And then maybe you won't feel so overwhelmed. But I want you to know, if you have a full-time job, you can build an exquisite business. You can build to diamond or double diamond. You can. Okay, you can.
You totally can. Guys, I was double diamond. I'm going to dial into the call while we're on.
Okay.
Oh, it didn't work.
I mean, really, you can. It's just.
I built a double diamond a full-time college student.
And you do that through the parties. I mean, ask Chase. That boy was wrapping more people at Virginia Tech. He made more cash than I could see. But you guys, the wrap parties, shorter periods of time, larger masses of people, fun. The loyal customers will come in. The distributors will come in. It'll be amazing.
Can y'all hear that? So I guess they're gonna. You want to listen to it together? We can. Well. I'm so excited.
I have half my lights on my tree.
I don't have a tree.
We got the coolest tree today.
Hi, everyone. Pam Sowder here, your Chief Networking Officer. I apologize about my voice, but you know what? It is Don't Stop December, and I was going to be on this call no matter what, because I am so excited about what we've got to share with you tonight. I have Mark Pentecost on the line with me tonight, as well as Mike Patello. Mark, it's Don't Stop December.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to do the call tonight. The videos this week have been amazing for our 12 wishes, and it's amazing to think we're in December. I mean, we're in the last month, round 12 for the year. And I got to do a Zoom with our leaders earlier this week, and I talked to them a little bit about really putting it out there for December. And I use commit, don't quit. You know, people on your teams, they're either going to commit this month or they're going to quit. And this is truly the time of year you have a choice. So keep tracing your James and run through the finish line. Or you have the option of quitting for now. And I know my team. We don't quit, we commit. So think about this. In sports, you never just run up to the finish line. You have momentum and it carries you through the finish line. You run hard through the finish line. You don't slow up. When a baseball player is running home, he runs through home plate. In NASCAR, the driver slams on his brakes at the finish line. He glasses through it. He doesn't hit the brakes. And when a soccer player kicks the ball into the goal, she doesn't just tap it in. She kicks it all the way through. And only the net is there to stop it. And it works. We're runners. We are fighters. And to achieve victory, you don't stop in December. You push all the way through December 31st, straight into 2017. So how you end 2016 is how you start 2017. And I'm excited. I've been meeting with the team, the corporate team. We've got the greatest plans for 2017. It's going to be an amazing year. I know some of you have had obstacles here in 2016. It might be health related. It could be job related. And you just seem to always have this barrier that gets in your way. Well, 2017 is going to be the year we take the fight to a whole nother level. And we've got a whole team to support you. I'm so excited about that. And it's going to be the year of victory. You're going to be claiming victory for all the things we get done. But you know what? It starts this month of December. The momentum that you finish up December is how you start 2017. It's really a key. We're going to be laying out more stuff for December. It's going to be an exciting, and when we start the new year, we're going to start it running. So, Pam, share us a few tips here on continuing for the Christmas gifts, peppermint bliss. How are we going to keep taking December to a whole nother level?
Well, Mark, I'm sitting here in my home office right now, and I'm looking at my It Works gift sets. I'm not kidding. I'll take a picture of it for everybody tomorrow. I've got them lined up. I've got them ready to go. They're going into a pretty gift bag. And I'm giving those gifts, the gifts of health and the gifts of skin, to all my best friends, to everyone that helps me all along the year. And, when I think about being out and being in the holiday spirit, shopping, running into friends and family that we might not see for an entire year, and just, giving them the gift of a coupon. I don't think we look at the Blitz cards like we should. Every time somebody is nice to me, they're waiting on me, they're helping me, I go, hey, you know what? You were so good to me. I'm going to offer you a coupon so that you can try my product at a discount. Or have you tried that crazy wrap thing? I want to give you a coupon for it. And that's how I do my holiday blitzing. But the gifts that we have, the holiday blitzing, just the opportunity. Think about the opportunity that we can give back to somebody through the month of December. And when I think about all of the Christmas wishes that I'm watching, and I don't know about you all, but I am tearing up over all of them. I can't believe how also our distributors are asking for wishes for each other and everyone else. And it just makes my heart it want to explode with thankfulness. So I appreciate all of those that are coming in. Keep them coming. And Mike, when we were just in the office together, we had lunch this week. There's a lot going on in the office. Mark's right. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. But this is all about December, ending December strong and starting the new year right. So what's it mean to you, Mike, when we say don't stop December?
Well, I love what Mark said a while ago. He said the way you end 2016 is the way you start into 2017. And I really think don't stop December. Don't stop December. That December 31st is just going to be a blur. It's just going to be a date on a calendar, and our leadership, our team, It Works. We're just going to continue pushing right through into January. And I really think it's a mindset. I think so many times people think, it's December, it's holidays. And you know what I look at that? I look at that as opportunity. So many other entrepreneurs out there, if they're slowing down right now, that just means it's time for you to speed up. That means there's more prospects out there for you to grab and gather those loyal customers and those distributors. And, my wife, Tiffany, and I remember back in early days when we were married and we were building in the field, and December was one of our absolute best months for personal recruiting with customers and distributors, because so many other people took off, and the prospect pool was just so much bigger, and nobody was talking about making money in first of the year. And that's where I think it works. It's a mindset. And so many of us, we have the right mindset coming into December, going through December, and then going into January. And don't stop December. What I was so excited about, I saw one of our Ambassador Diamonds, Christina Watts, I heard her on that Show Me the Money call, and she said, it's all in my head. It's in my head that I can't gather loyal customers and I can't gather, new team members this month. And she made it a goal in the month of November to put at least one person in a day. And I'm here to report she did that. She actually put in over 30 people in the month of November. That's taken massive action, but it started with that mindset and having that mentality that I'm not stopping. So she's pushed right through November into December, and that's what Don't Stop December means to me. And Mark, I tell you, we're not slowing down, and we're also making Christmas wishes come true. And the first one is live tonight, Mark.
I'm really, really excited about that, and that we're blessed with a company to be able to do this. And Mike, I'm listening to what you're saying, and Pam, about December, and I know some of you on the call are thinking, I don't know how to get started. I don't know what to do. I want to see the whole plan. And I'm here to tell you, take one step at a time. I heard the greatest example we could go, and I was telling it to the leadership team. This guy was telling me, you know, sometimes you come up and there's a stretch like that right here in our town when I'm going to work, and I'm sure you have it in your own town, but it's like 6 traffic lights in a row. 6 lights in a row. And you pull up and, you know, you stop at a red light. You're looking at those 6 lights ahead and you're thinking, man, I want to time it and go through the whole thing. But you don't wait till all 6 lights are green to go. As soon as your lights are green, you go and you go to the next light. And that's the way your journey is here sometimes. If you're thinking what Christina did and sponsored 31 people and you're like, I can't even process that many people. Start with one. It starts with taking one step. And you may have a goal where you're going, but you can't see all the way there. That's okay. Just start taking a step at a time. It could be blitzing. It could be rap parties. It could be social media. You're going to be hearing about parties our leaders are doing with Facebook Live. And you'll be able to tie someone into that. And stretch yourself. Stretch yourself this month. Really don't let it go by. There's too much opportunity there. So I just want to encourage you to get started taking that first step. And then tonight, we're so excited. For the next 12 days at 3:05, we're going to be announcing a wish come true. And I tell you, I had no idea they were going to be so good. Pam and I were talking right before the call. And we want to make every wish come true. I went back to Doug and said, man, we got to increase the budget on this because they're so good. And they do. They tug at the heart. You realize so many of our team members, what they're going through. So we've decided we're to put our own twist on these 12 days of Christmas. We ask you to use hashtag #MyChristmasWish and record that short video with what your wish was. And I'm just so proud of all of you. So many of you selfishly did a video asking even for a wish for someone else. And I thought, that's the It Works way. That's so special. So tonight will be our first Christmas wish. And then every day, like I said, we're going to continue to grant a wish. So watch our social media tomorrow at 3:05 for the next one. But let's get to tonight. Tonight's a very special wish. Presidential Diamond, Jen Keller, and a few others wanted their Christmas wish for a very special lady and her girls. Sometimes life throws you curveballs that are out of your control. And Michelle Reese, her husband, lost his job. She was diagnosed with cancer. And through it all, she kept fighting. Her family kept fighting, looking for a way to support the family. And after watching Jen, she made the decision to join It Works and hasn't looked back. Even with stage 4 breast cancer, she's been doing amazing things with the business. She signed 6 customers after her first wrap party. When we heard Michelle had the dream of taking her girls to Florida for a Sweet 16 holiday, we knew we had our first wish. So, Michelle, for the first My Christmas Wish, we're going to be sending you and your 2 girls to Florida for their Sweet 16, and you'll enjoy a long weekend on us in the Orlando area, enjoying one of the theme parks with your girls. And we're so proud of Jen and all the others that nominated others for Christmas wishes. Thanks for being a blessing by blessing others. And we can't wait to grant even more. Pam, what do you think of our first Christmas wish? Michelle Reese.
Oh my gosh, Michelle, congratulations. Wow. And Jen, thank you so much. And when I think about family, you know, especially at Christmas, I love taking family trips. So Michelle, we know you're going to love being down here in sunny Florida with your girls. So congratulations on that. I'm so excited for you. And what a fighter. You are such a fighter, and you so deserve this. So you got to make sure that we get all the pictures we can so that we can watch you as you go on this incredible adventure. And, you know, Mike, when you think about this, I mean, we're all in the office crying looking at these. It's hard to pick, but we're so excited for Michelle.
Oh, we are. Michelle Reese, you and your family, we're so proud of you. We're so happy to be able to grant this wish to you. And I tell you, we can't wait to see the pictures, see the experience. I know that you're probably getting the text right now and the Facebook messages and the notifications, and you're going, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And, you know, Jen, your video, it touched not only us on this call, but, you know, the office. I mean, it was so cool just to see the different teams in the office really getting inspired by what the field is doing and really selflessly going out there and saying, you know what, my Christmas wish is for somebody else. And, you know, with the holidays, it can be crazy. It can absolutely be crazy. And, you know, I'm thinking, Mark, the only thing better than granting wishes this Christmas is being able to handle that stress of the holidays. So I was kind of thinking about this. To honor all those out there not stopping in December. They're don't stop December it workers. That's what I'm calling them. Don't stop December it workers. I think we should launch a special boom sale tonight to help them cope with all that holiday stress. I mean, Michelle's got that fight, and she's going out there with a Christmas wish, and all of our workers out there, you know what, they got a lot of holiday stress. They got family coming in. They got things going on. They're don't stop December. So we're going to launch a boom sale tonight, live on this call, right after we just did this Christmas wish. And here's the details. We've never done this before. I love it. Confianza BOGO. Buy one of Confianza, get one free. Let me repeat that. Confianza BOGO. Buy one bottle of Confianza and get one free. This is available in the United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. It's available right now through tomorrow, Monday, December 5th at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. And it's simple. You just go to shop on your website, click on Boom Sale, and you've got the great offer. Now, don't forget, we just sent out a message to all of you that have downloaded our new communication app, Wired. So if you haven't done that, you can go to apps.itworks.com and download Wired. I just got the notification as we set it on the call, and it's going out there. And don't worry, those of you that have stayed up and you're in Europe, stay tuned on the Monday night family call for details on your amazing boom sale. So, Mark, I tell you, it's a special month. Don't stop December, our very first Christmas wish. We're bringing the boom with Confianza for the next day. Boy, don't stop December, Mark.
I love it. I love it. Confianza is such a special product, and a lot of people don't even know about it. I mean, it relaxes you. It takes the stress. It's a great product.
What happened?
That is exciting. And then, Michelle, we'll be reaching out to you. We'll take care of flights here. We'll be setting up the hotel stay, making sure we have the tickets for the theme park, and we will make this such a special wish come true. And team, what a special month it's going to be. We got good bonuses for each ranked Emerald and above, $1,000 to $75,000 for first-time rates. Keep running through the finish line. Use this boom cell to really start this week off in a good way. And I'm proud of every one of you. And thank you. Thank you for the videos. We'll keep watching. And at 3:05 tomorrow, wish number 2 will be coming your way. So what a special month we're going to make this. Pam, we got the greatest team there is. And I want them to know we haven't done anything yet. We're taking everything to a whole nother level.
Oh, Mark, we are. And I'm just beaming. I'm thinking about these Christmas wishes every day for the next, 11 days, I guess. We have, 11 more days, yes, at 3:05. Very, very exciting. And then tomorrow night, guess what? Bonnie Altrudo, she's an Ambassador Diamond. She's going to be on the call. We've also got 3 guests with her, awesome team members who will be talking about rap parties, blitzing, and how do I find my strength on social media and how do I work with social media. So powerful call tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Facebook is going crazy with this Christmas wish. And, when I think about, wow, Jen Keller, that is just so exciting to have that wish granted. And Michelle, you're going to love Florida. So good night, everyone. Thanks for being on.
Hold on. I'll unmute you guys. How do I do it? Hang tight. Unmuting. Oh my God. Who's
Mom, you're unmuted.
Whoa. Are you guys excited?
That was awesome, and I think that we should all listen to the calls together. That was so fun. It's like we were all together. I like it.
That was amazing.
That's so awesome.
It was really, really cool. But great Zoom. I love the questions, and I definitely am looking forward to these more because it's so great seeing everybody's faces.
I feel like once we get on, I just want to stay on.
Amen.
Well, I just booked one. Jade Hooper is going to do a Zoom for our team.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'll be amazing.
It's going to be really on the. Let me clarify. We're gonna always do these one-on-one together now because this is just awesome. And but I did book me with her. She wanted to swap. And bye.
Oh my.
Would anyone like to do a community? She's doing one on the 22nd for us, Thursday the 22nd.
Oh, that's awesome.
Will you sit down?
I'll clarify the time. It'll be Eastern time, so 9. Probably 9 Eastern. That'd be awesome. All right, you guys. Well, you're all amazing, and we need to blow up Facebook with Boom Confiance and
posted Stephen and Fred.
Oh, wait a minute, Kay. Before everybody goes, did you take a picture?
So
I did. Okay, and it's on Facebook.
Okay.
You can go to my page and grab it off.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hey, good night.
Good night.